Hello there and welcome to another episode of Beer Reactions. I'm Paul.
I'm Jono.
And we're going to be reacting to some new beers that one of us hasn't seen before.
Indeed.
But before we do that, Jono, what we're going to ask our viewers to do?
Please, would you subscribe to the channel, click the like button, and then you won't miss any of our shenanigans. So, moving swiftly on.
Right.
Do you want to see what beer I've brought?
Can you unveil the ale, Jono?
I shall unveil the ale. This is Proper Job from Austell Brewery in Cornwall.
So, come on, right, tell us, why have you brought this beer today?
Well, this is currently one of my favourite beers, but the reason I've brought it to try today is because it's a bottle conditioned beer, which I like. It means that it's been left alive, there's yeast in there to ferment. Okay. So shall we just crack on?
Let's crack on.
Shall we get pouring?
Let's get pouring. Oh, certainly you can smell the hops. Do you know?
I'm going to try not to get that bit of sediment that's in the bottom. Oh, there it goes. Sorry, Paul.
Blimey. Well, that truly is a bottle conditioned beer. I don't know if you can see that huge bit of sediment coming out of the bottle there. Wow. Okay.
Sorry about that, Paul.
Oh, no worries. Do you know, the first thing that strikes me about this is it's a very, well, firstly it's a very, very pale ale.
It is. As
you might expect. But there's actually some caramel aromas coming from that beer, I think.
Well, when I was pouring it then, I don't know if you've ever grown hops. I'm sure you've smelled hops because I know you brew. That smell when you first open up a packet of hops, it's got that.
Yep, it does.
It's got that green, fresh, citrusy, almost lime. It's a lime sort of flavour. Right, shall we give it a go?
Yeah, let's dive in.
Now, it's not quite as hoppy in flavour as I expected. The smell suggests it's going to be more citrusy than that. But it's very pleasant.
It's, do you know, it's a really, really nice beer, this one. And there's a sweetness to that beer, I think, isn't there? Yeah, real sweetness to it.
There's a sweetness, and you get that. There's a citrusiness over top of the sweetness, and then there's a bitterness that comes at the end there. At the back of your tongue, I get that bitterness at the back of my tongue, like you just squeeze some lime or some grapefruit or something.
It's very refreshing, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's very refreshing. But there is, you know, I was saying there's a kind of caramelly smell to it. There's also a very slight sort of caramelly sort of aftertaste to it as well.
Yeah, there is. St Austell Brewery. If you want to know about the brewery, we'll put some links in the description underneath if you want to find out a bit more about them. You get that smell when you're drinking it as well. You certainly get that hoppy sort of citrusy smell with it. I like that. That's a really nice beer.
Yeah, I have to say I really, really like that. So this is a bottle conditioned beer by, I think St Austell's are probably, well, you can tell by the sediment. And I think St Austell's are probably, St Austell's, sorry, are probably quite a traditional brewery.
Yeah. In
terms of the sort of offerings. So they're not really a kind of, what you might term a kind of craft brewery, I don't think.
I know they started canning this now as well. You can buy it on can. I'm not sure.
Okay.
I'm not sure that is can conditioned, but this is certainly bottle conditioned.
But I would certainly suggest that's a very, very drinkable beer, and I think the old test for me is could you sink a couple on a sunny afternoon when you were just supposed to go for a beer on the way back from the shops?
I think you could.
I think you could get yourself in trouble, couldn't you?
Definitely. I don't think it'd take many of them to get yourself in trouble.
No. And of course, ABV, Jono, just remind us.
5.5%.
5.5%.
So it's quite a strong one.
Enough to get you in trouble.
Indeed, yeah.
Yep, when you arrive home.
Yeah, waving your arm, windmilling in the street after a few of them, I think you will be. So yeah, I think that's a good beer, and scoring wise, I'm going to give that 8 out of 10.
8 out of 10, yeah. Do you know, I was going to say 7 out of 10, but actually what would make that a 10 out of 10 for me? It's a really, really good beer.
Yeah.
I think it's quite a traditional beer, but as traditional beers go, or traditional IPA, as traditional sort of tasting beer goes, this is one of the better ones. Really good. Really good. Thanks for bringing that, Jono. That's a cracker.
Indeed. Thanks for that.
Cheers.